Hello everyone, it's Maayan sebbag and we are now talking about part 3 of how to alchemize your life story. I want to tell you in this chapter that alchemizing your life story, it's really a healing process for all of us, because all of us holding in our heart our stories, our life stories, and how we hold it, the perspective that we give to our life story, it's really a point of view that can change our life. We can have a very limited point of view of our life stories, and we can see ourselves as victims or as tragic, traumatic story life. And also we can have a different point of view, a different perspective of our life story. This is what NDE actually gives us to humanity. They give us the different point of view, the ability to open our conscience to see a different perspective, a wider perspective of how our life story can be. We suddenly move from the limited human perspective that is limited to the dualic perspective of good and bad. As you know, all of us, we ate from the apple in Eden Garden, and all of us moved in our conscious level from the unity level of consciousness to the dimension of dualic consciousness. And in the dualic consciousness, we are in very limited point of view of bad and good, good and bad. This is like yin and yang. We have these two possibilities that all the time limit our mind and our spirit, and we know that the soul is much bigger than good and right, bad and wrong. We know our spirit is the original, the original place is from the unity layer, the unity consciousness, the God consciousness, that he exists in the unity level, in the unity place, dimension. So when people are having NTEs, they actually give us the perspective of God from the unity point of view, that God has all the potential that are open. He sees, or it sees, everything, because God is the energy of love, unconditional love. God is everything and nothing. Such a intelligent vibration and strong vibration. We can't really describe the internal God in words, because words are limited in this world, although words are what God created, how God created this place with words. Words are very powerful and very energetic. Every word has a vibration. Every single word has a vibration that can create. And we can see it in the experiment of the Japanese with the water, that he talked to the water and he analyzed the water, and he saw that every word has a different vibration that change the movement of creating the snowflake of the water. So if we said to the water, "You're bad, I hate you," it was very disharmonic and ugly snowflake that it didn't even create it almost, And when we said to the water, "I love you, thank you," it was beautiful, beautiful creation of shapes that was almost not human shapes, It was mandalas, so beautiful and so complex. It's like a divine mandalas it was beautiful. So yes, words has this limit, but also creation ability. So this is why we need to change our words. This is why I gave you in the first chapter and the second chapter how we change the way we bring our question to the world, and how we ask the question. We create a new reality, we create a new perspective, and we create a new vessel to have divine answers from above. So today we are talking about gratitude, thankful, and it's a very, very strong instrument. These 3 videos that I upload to my YouTube channel, it's a really life-changing videos, because I gave you what I did, and you know, my life story is incredible life story. It's unbelievable, and it's unbelievable that I managed to and I succeed to heal with it, to heal my post-trauma with this only consciousness level. And also, of course, I did a lot of body soul work with acupuncture and watsu and yoga therapy. I did so many, and theta healing. I did so many therapies methods. So I collected to my to my journey so many beautiful methods of healing. And it's when you collected them, you become very full with knowledge and with perspectives. Yes, many point of views. So if I could do it, I hope I inspire you also that you can do it, even if it's not a big tragic traumatic story. You can do it also with your family. If you have problem with your mother, your husband, mother, your children, you can do it. You can take a page and write the question, why they do it, why I deserve it, and change the question, what do I learn from the experience? What I'm learning here, because God does not bring us to how you say it in English, it doesn't bring us to face things that they are meaningless. God gives us only the lesson that we need, only the lessons that we ask for our life. In Hebrew, the word lesson is also the word cure. When you do the lesson, when you fix the lesson, when you get the lesson, you also get cured. It's called the tikkun. We all came here to this simulation world to cure our point of views as souls. And as more that we cure our limited place in ourselves, the more we become as God. We actually need to cure our consciousness to become godly, to become united with God. God perspective has no good and bad. God perspective has only the good perspective for your journey, to trust yourself and trust Him, to love yourself and love Him, to believe in yourself and believe in Him, and just let go and knows that everything comes in the right time, in the right place, and not to hold all the time and be angry and be judgmental. Because my story is a very tragic story. I had a rooftop crashing my face, and I understood that this story, this earthquake that changed my life, it's actually something my soul, I had this vision of my soul asking for this huge lesson, to develop this mentalic, or I don't know if you even say mentalic, I think it's more consciousness and spiritual evolution, because we are having a journey of evolution, of spiritual evolution, to let go all the bullshit, and all the limited stories, and become one with God. And for us to become one with God, we need to vibrate in the same vibration. You can't connect with something if you're not vibrating the same vibration. And God vibration is full of love and full of unconditional love. And so we can take even the most annoying stories in our life journey with our parents, with our children, with our neighbors. I don't mind. Don't say, oh, I don't have a big story like hers, because actually nobody has a big story like me, like mine. I know it. It's a crazy story. But all of us have stories. Even me now, I am a mother for children, and I need to, to balance my life all the time. And every time I stop, if I see I'm overcoming with this stagnated emotion, so I stop and I ask myself those questions. Maayan, what are you need to learn from this thing? What they show you? Because everyone are mirrors, and even more our children. Everything is mirrors to our soul. Everything is mirrors to the places we need to heal in ourselves. So gratitude, it's such a powerful instrument. We need to say thank you God for the lesson. Thank you God for you believe in me, that you believe in me so much that you want to show me what I need to learn. You believe I can learn it. You believe I can jump from it, this quantic jump, You believe I can do it. So God believes in us, and He gives us the lesson we need to do in order to us to become more wide in our perspective, more loving to ourselves and to others. And He believes in us, that we can do this evolution, spiritual inspiration jump and development for our soul journey to unite with the divine. So gratitude. Let's write thank you for everything. When I wrote, it was so powerful. I did all the 3 steps that I tell you about, and first step, it was easy for me. Second step, it was quite a challenge, because how do I thank for a rooftop and earthquake smashing my face and ruining my life in those times? It was a ruining life experience, and now it's divine and inspirational, life-changing experience. You see the alchemist, you see the transformation I did from my story is such a huge healing process. And it took me a while, actually. It took me, I think, a few years, but I did it. Every time I understood, I had this aha moment, okay. And I understand that now I can trust my abilities. I know my body is strong enough to went through everything. I believe in God. I believe in the intuition, beautiful voice inside of me. I believe in my journey. I believe in my soul. I believe in incarnation. I believe in so many things. I'm not limited anymore. So after understanding the present, the gift that I get, the lessons that help me in my spiritual evolution as a spirit, as a soul in this human journey, I needed to go to the thankful. All the things that I give you, it's I got from my guidance, my inner guidance, and also from all the therapy I went through. So I understood the 3 steps that now I share with you. So the 3rd step, I heard God telling me, my inner guidance voice, my inner voice told me that now you need to move to the thankful, to the gratitude stage. After you understand that you are a soul and you have this journey of become unlimited, of become full of love and faith and trust, of yourself and on me, on God voice, on God guidance. Um, so I understood I need to move to the gratitude. Gratitude stage is a very beautiful stage, but it's also uh, very, very hard, because I needed to say in my journey, thank you for the earthquake. That for me it was such a shift in my consciousness, in my beliefs system, you know. I believe that the earthquake was a terrible thing that I need to experience, but I never realized that I need to become in my awareness, and in my point of view, my inner point of view, that I need to be grateful for having this earthquake. But actually, when you think about it, if I understand the present and the gift that I got from this very breaking uh, period in my life, as I said in the Jeff Mara podcast, about how in the Kabbalah we mentioned that God is like the eagle, that the eagle mother shake the tree and makes her baby birds, um, the chicks, to fell from the tree. She is shaking the tree, and the baby chicks just, they're falling from the tree because she's pushing them. This is an example for God, what He's doing with us. He's shaking our tree. He's shaking our tree because He believes in us, as Mother Eagle believe in her babies, that they can fly. They can break their limits and their fears and spread their wings and just fly and be free. And finding their inner strength and their inner will and the inner power and just flying. And the chicks would not jump if the mother wouldn't shake the tree, make them fall. But the falling is the process for us to realize, hey, I have wings, I'm free. So God breaks our limits with breaking our ego. And breaking our ego, it's very, it's coming with a lot of pain, because we are in this ego system, this ego ego that pain is one of the ego system, because as we are as a spirit, when we are having this beautiful body, this vessel for our soul, for our spirit, this is an earthly vessel that is vibrating a different vibration, more thick vibration. So when we get into this beautiful, thicker energy vessel, we instantly getting the presence of the ego, because now I'm separate. Now I'm in a separate state of mind. I'm in a separate mode. Before, my spirit was in the unity layer of God, of unconditional love and light. And now my soul having this vessel, this earthly vessel, and in this vessel the present is ego. It's separation. Ego means separate. And if I'm separate, I have pain, I have happiness, I have excitement, I have sadness, I have all of it. This is the tools of being separate. One of them is pain, because I need to understand my limits. So sometimes pain is, if I'm doing something, if I'm pulling something and it's too heavy, I start to feel pain. So I need to uh, practice my limits, and then I need to become more flexible with my limits, and then I become wider with my limits. If I practice every day, I pull up something that is heavy for me. Of course, this is not heavy, but this is what I have. So if I practice every day the weight, so I will become used, and I will become more flexible in my mind that I can do it, I can pull it up, and my muscle start to believe and to practice and to become strength, more strength, having more strength. And this is same in our conscious level, First it look hard, but if we practice and if we start to believe we can handle it, we become more flexible and more powerful in our mind consciousness state of mind. So God is widening, breaking us for breaking our limits to widen ourselves, that we believe we can fly, we believe we have more, that we can widen our consciousness. This is it, this is all consciousness actually. So when I'm saying thank you, what I'm doing, it's like, first I'm taking a responsibility that as a soul I chose my life with the beautiful events and with my crisis events. I chose it. So I take responsibility, even though it's painful and it's crucial. Sometimes it's cruel. Sometimes it's even cruel. But I chose it for my development. If you take the perspective of the higher godly perspective, and I know as a soul that I chose my lessons. So I am thankful for my soul that I had the experience. I survived the experience. I made through the experience. I even learned from the experience, and now I'm thankful. I thank you, God, for the experience, that you believe in me. I thank myself that I did it. I'm stronger. I know myself more. My consciousness is wider and more flexible. And thankful, it's a very, very strong healing method, that it's also creating reality, because our mind knows when we thank for something, it means that we already got it. So if you want to create, I forgot the other word, sorry, to create reality, you can thank, even though it's not really yet exist in your life. As an example I give you, if you are not healthy, thank God every day for your health, even though you are not healthy. Even though you don't have a car, but you really need a car, thank God every morning, thank you for the car. Make it like it's already exists in your life. And then you will magnetize it. You will pull it into your life. There is a beautiful word for it in English, but I'm sorry, I just forgot. I hope it will come to me in the rest of the video. And when we're thankful, we take responsibility, we get cured. If I'm thankful for something that happened to me, it means that I'm whole with it. It means that I'm peace with it. It's peaceful in myself. I'm in peace. I'm gratitude. I'm healthy. I'm holy. And this is so empower us to have the ability to thank our life stories, our life crisis, our life journey. It's so empowerment, you won't even believe it. Just try me. Try it. Write in another page now. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, soul. Thank you for, even thank you for the earthquake. Thank you for being with me in the earthquake. Thank you for believing me that I could do it, that I could get through it, and even empower me, inspire myself and others. Thank you for giving me this huge experience that made me change so much, that grow my limit, that grow my consciousness, that wider my consciousness, that broke my limits. Thank you. Thank you, God, for all of it, and just say thank you for the present that you got. And it's so it will unite you with God consciousness, with God, you know. It will unite you with these beautiful unconditional love layers of consciousness, of being. And it's really, really a healing process, very strong one. You can use it also for creating things that you want in your life, that is not exists yet in your life, but it will if you thank. There is another exercise that you can write 10 thankful sentences that you're thankful for in each day at night before you go to sleep. Very strong exercise for practicing gratitude. Very powerful energy, gratitude. Very, very healing and divine energy. And it will help you to unite with God, and also to be aware to your inner voice and the connection with the higher self. It's beautiful. So thank you for watching. I will be very glad that you will write me how was the 3 steps, and how was it for you to write all of the steps, the first steps, the second steps, and the third steps. The first one is why did you do it to me, God? The second one is what did I learn from the experience of the journey, of the crisis, of the story. And the third part is grateful. I'm grateful, God, for everything. I'm thankful. So tell me, how was it for you? I hope it will be really a life-changing process, and a really healing process for you. Please tell me if you had if you felt changes in your life. Thanks for the process, and thank you so much for watching me. And I will upload meditation as I promised. So see you soon. Bye bye, Maayan.